Good.
So that's what we're seeing the relief from. Those high temperatures still in the 90s. But if you take a live look out there right now, you can see live in downtown Dallas, it's 98 degrees out there right now. It's the wind out of the west-northwest bringing in that drier air. Also what it's bringing in, a bit of a haze. Have you noticed that? We've had a lot of people asking on social media, what is the haze? Why does it look hazy like that? Well, those winds out of the west-northwest, they're kicking up all that dirt in West Texas and moving it in our direction. So it makes the sky look a milky appearance. So you have that now, and then as the sun continues to go down, we are going to see more of a red-orange tint as well. And once we get the cold front through here, it's going to be moving in and out within really by midnight, and that'll go away as well. If you look at the peak wind gusts that we've had today, you can see it's anywhere from about 28 miles per hour in Breckenridge to Waxahachie at 28 miles per hour, 31 miles per hour in Dallas. So that's what's kicking up that dust. It's also bringing in the drier air. And when we talk about that, it's really, if you don't like sweating just when you walk outside, it's heavy, it slows you down a little bit. Well, it's much lighter now as we start to see that move in with that frontal boundary. But it's still 98 degrees in Dallas, 102 in Greenville, 97 in Corsicana. But the dew points that are still in East Texas are in the 70s. That's where we were to start the day. Now we are 36 degrees in Fort Worth, 39 degrees in Dallas. So you see a huge change here. So what does that mean? We are off the charts in the best way possible. We are pleasant. When you look at the dew point temperature, we've been in oppressive, and some spots are still at the oppressive level, but the rest of us are now in pleasant, and that's where we're going to end up by the end of the day. But not so nice side of this is elevated fire danger for those of you in the orange because of these west winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour. Plus that low humidity that could cause some problems. So please avoid in that area anything that could spark a fire. Tonight, you're going to love these overnight low temperatures. Take a look at this. If you're not quite paying attention, just listening, look at area-wide. A low 60s farther to the north, 60 in Sherman, 62 in McKinney. But farther to the south, it's 66 in Waxahachie, 64 in Dallas. Tomorrow, now, it's going to be way less humid, but it's still going to be warm. We're talking temperatures 91 degrees in Fort Worth, 90 in Dallas. But if you look up there, you can see the normal high temperature for North Texas this time of year, 90. So we're right where we should be now, back down toward normal. We're going to keep mainly a dry trend going. There could be a few isolated showers or thunderstorms that pop up, but for the most part, we're looking at a dry frontal passage with this. We are still watching what's left over of Cristobal that is now moving through the Chicagoland area and then up into Wisconsin, where no other tropical or leftover tropical storm has made this ever. So that's a pretty cool story there, causing major flooding for them. Otherwise, your forecast for tonight, again, dry, clear, breezy, and much cooler. Everybody take a deep breath. 64 degrees. Northwest winds will continue to be breezy, 10 to 30 miles per hour. It's going to continue into tomorrow like that. So northwest winds 10 to 20. Plenty of sunshine throughout the day. Not quite as hot, but still it's going to be about 90. Not quite as humid as well. Then as we go into the weekend, those temperatures go right back up. It's going to be back into the upper 90s by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday. Starting off next week as well on the brink of triple digits. We'll have to watch very closely if we will hit the triple digits or not going into next week. But I don't see any rain chances in the future, so don't turn off the sprinklers, David.
Thanks a lot. We're looking forward for that cold front, and we'll be right back with some more news. Click at weather. Let's go over to Kalee. Give us a little headline.
So it's hot, but the humidity is dropping as we speak from west to east across North Texas. It's been going on throughout the day today. It's these winds that we have gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour. It's bringing in that much drier air, so it won't be as humid. It won't feel as sticky out there as we move forward. But it's still hot. It's 93 degrees in Denton. Temperatures in downtown Dallas right around 98 degrees, but the heat index, not an issue anymore. High temperatures today reached 97 at DFW Airport, which is still well above normal. But what you'll notice is now that this front's moving through, we're going to drop back to normal as we go into Wednesday. So we're in the process of seeing just a little bit of relief. Here's a look at the evening and overnight planner. We've got temperatures that are going to drop from the 80s into the 70s as we go later into tonight. So 78 degrees by 9, 72 by midnight, 68 by 3 o'clock in the morning. And then look at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, 64. It is going to feel so refreshing as we go into tomorrow morning. We'll have much more on that forecast and a look ahead at the weekend coming up.
All right. Of the era where I saw Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm just being honest.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It's cool. Well, you know what else is fascinating?
What?
Is the dust that we have all over the place out there, right?
Oh, right.
Have you noticed it?
I missed you.
Have you noticed the dust?
The what?
The dust.
The dust. Oh, the dust. I mean, my like sinuses and stuff are all messed up. Is that from that, you think?
It's part of it. And if we look here, we can show you, I don't know if you can see this in a second, but just even looking at our downtown Dallas camera, you can see what I'm kind of talking about there. And we've had a lot of people asking, okay, what is going on here? Well, it's just the wind that's been ushering in all that dry air that we're rejoicing about, that it won't be as humid. It's also kicking up all the dust out west and bringing it in our direction. So that's why you're seeing that. It'll be gone by tomorrow. You don't have to worry about it, but that's what's going on out there. Otherwise, here's a look at those peak wind gusts that we have across North Texas. 37 miles per hour in McKinney, 31 in Greenville, 38 in Wichita Falls, 30 in Mexia, 29 in Fort Worth, and 28 in Waxahachie. But despite this cold front that's been moving through, we are still hot. 100 degrees in Greenville, 98 in Canton, 97 in Mexia. Back to the west, where another front that's going to be moving in behind the one that brought the dry air is going to bring in that cool down. It's already dropping temperatures into the 80s out to the west. So we'll eventually get there, but what we're really going to feel, the difference is going to be in the dew points. And that's the measure of the moisture in the air, which you can see there. And it's been in the mid 70s. And for really all of us this morning, now it stays confined to East Texas, and what's moved in is glorious, just glorious. Mid 30s to low 40-degree dew points. And that is off the charts. If you look at this is a better way to look at it to help you kind of understand what that actually means. 71 to 75 is oppressive. 76 or higher is unbearable out there. We're now in the pleasant category. We are off the charts in the right direction. So we're all happy about that. It won't last long, so enjoy it now. The negative side of this, if you are west of 35 west, if you look at the area in orange, there's an elevated fire danger because the humidity has dropped so much. You have dry vegetation. You have those winds out of the west, 20 to 30 miles per hour. That's creating some dangerous conditions there. So please avoid starting any fires or doing anything that could spark one. Tonight, you're going to feel fantastic. Look at these low 60s out there. 61 in Denton, 63 in Granbury, 68 in Corsicana, 64 in downtown Dallas. That's what it's going to feel like as you wake up tomorrow morning. And then once we get into the afternoon, it's going to be very similar to where we should be. Now, it's still hot, but it is summer in Texas. So 90 is the normal high temperature. So we're going to be going back to the cool 90. So we'll have a nice day tomorrow. So let's go back over that forecast for tonight. Not much going on. Clear skies, breezy with northwest winds 10 to 30 miles per hour tonight. Cooler. Then tomorrow it's still going to be breezy. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Not as hot and humid though. So plenty of sunshine out there with 90 degrees. And then, as I said, it doesn't last long. Look at that as we go into the weekend. 96 Saturday, 98 Sunday, and on the brink of triple digits for most of next week. And there is no rain in sight. So we'll have to go travel somewhere else to find that if you'd like to. David?
All right, we're going to take full advantage of tomorrow. Let's make it a great day. Let's make tonight a great night.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.